Hi everyone, Lou here from the Team Approach, and welcome to another new episode of the EAP Counsellor Podcast. I'm so pleased you're here, and it's lovely to be recording again after, I guess you could say, a short break. And the short break has not been because I've been on holidays or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure what has happened to the last fortnight, couple of weeks, but I don't know. It's felt a little bit like a whirlwind, and I, like everyone else, have been really busy. Don't like using the word busy, but you know, it's been fairly chaotic, and something that just hasn't happened, and I apologise for this, is recording another podcast or two. So today I am doing it. So thank you so much for listening in. I really appreciate it. Part of the chaos, but really good chaos of the last few weeks, not only is providing, my beloved EAP counselling services and supporting employees, but I have also participated in the second module, or the second lot of 4 days of training for my equine therapy course that I'm doing. It is amazing, and I am going to absolutely record a podcast very, very soon all about what I'm learning in this course and just how phenomenal horses are in regards to people looking after people, supporting mental health and wellbeing, but even more than that, just how amazing they are at supporting humans and being able to tap into our nervous systems and help to regulate our nervous systems. And they do such amazing work. Like I'm so blown away that I'm lost for words. It is that good. So I'm definitely going to actually give it the time that it deserves, and I promise, record a whole podcast episode on equine therapy and what I've been learning, because as I said, it truly is phenomenal and amazing, and I can't wait to be able to offer equine therapy services as part of the team approach. That's a part of the vision board. The great thing is, though, that everything that I'm learning at the course that I'm doing, and there's 4 lots of 4 days of training. So far I am 8 full days of training in, and just can't believe what I've learned, with another 8 to go, spread over the next, just say 3 months. So it's very intensive, but such great information. Anyway, what's really great is that I don't have to or need to have horses to be able to provide somatic coaching, somatic counselling to clients. Somatic meaning the body. So what I'm learning about is it's a bottom-up approach to supporting people. It's a body approach. It is all about nervous system calming, supporting and regulation, in order to then be able to do the cognitive work, to get the messages, to be able to take on, learn and implement strategies and things like that to be able to move forward. So calm body, calm mind, and it starts with working with the body, or as I say, the bottom-up approach first. And the sessions that I have already done with clients where I have incorporated this work have been amazing, and just being able to observe and witness the shifts in people, in clients, has been truly fascinating and amazing. So really can't wait to continue to incorporate this at a greater, deeper level. And, the vision board has horses on it. So, everything is a step-by-step process moving forward. So absolutely stepping in that direction, but at the moment it is about doing this work from a coaching and counselling perspective. And as I said, just seeing the shifts in clients is phenomenal. So can't wait to dedicate a whole podcast session to the topic of the equine therapy and the power of somatics. And just, what this work truly does. As I said, it just blows me away. Today, I want to talk about a topic that I get asked about all of the time when I'm in and out of workplaces, and it's about how to check in on someone that we might be concerned about. I get asked this question a lot because whether it's business owners, whether it's leaders, managers, or fellow colleagues, people find it tricky, or they worry about, not about checking in on someone. They know that, they want to be checking in on their mate, their friend, their colleague, their employee, but they get scared about what to say and worried about what happens if I say the wrong thing. And because they are worried about saying the wrong thing, or what if I do, it leaves them a little bit frozen in regards to, they then don't say anything because they're worried that they might say the wrong thing. I hear it time and time again, over and over. It's a very real fear that people have. And, we all have different fears and worries and concerns. So, this is a legitimate concern that people have. It's something that I talk about, as I said, all of the time, because it's really important that we are checking in on each other, on our mates, on our friends, on our colleagues, on our employees. And as such, it's important that we know what to do and how to do it. I run specific training sessions, like education and training around this, where we get into it in, a lot more depth and, do some role play scenarios, practices, talk about language, what to say, how to say things, et cetera, et cetera. So we, definitely get into this topic in a whole lot more depth. Today, I just wanted to talk about, I guess, part of creating a culture of care is around, part of that is checking in on each other, and knowing how to do it, or feeling a little bit more comfortable in regards to doing it. And, because we know that a lot of people are navigating challenges. They're navigating challenges at work, in life. They might, their work-life balance might be completely out, and life can be really stressful, and there are lots and lots of challenges at the moment with cost of living and everything like that. So it's important that we're looking out for each other and we're checking in on each other, because, the way I see it is we're not just colleagues. I like to look at us all as a supportive community, in a workplace. We're a supportive community that cares for one another. And when people feel that they are part of a supportive community, that they are, supported, looked after, cared about, valued, it really helps with those feelings of connection and belonging and inclusion and everything like that, which is what we as humans all want. So my question, I guess, to ponder is, have you ever had that gut feeling that someone you know or care about isn't quite themselves lately? Perhaps they might seem more agitated, more withdrawn, or maybe they're just not as cheerful as what they usually are, or what they traditionally have been. Trusting that instinct, that gut feeling, is the first step towards creating a workplace that values mental health and well-being. And that's what we're all about, and that's what the team approach is all about in our support for workplaces, leaders, managers, business owners, as well as employees. It's about increasing capacity, increasing people's understanding, knowledge, and knowing what to do, and having more skills and more resources and more tools in the toolkit to be able to support other people, and also to be able to look after ourselves better too. Recognizing the signs that someone might be struggling is really important, and we encourage you, all of you, to act on your concerns. If you think someone might be struggling, if you've got a gut feel, if you're noticing some changes in someone, it's really important to act on those observations and those concerns. Because, you never know the impact of a simple conversation, the impact that can have. And there's a particular resource, a particular company with resources that I recommend, in particular in regards to how to check in on someone, how to have the conversation, and that's RUOK, the RUOK initiative. I love their resources. They really simplify how to check in, what to say, and they simplify it down to just a few steps. And they've got visual posters and support materials and everything like that in regards to this, to help, to support. And, I really recommend that you take a look. They're fabulous. And I love how they have they've organised their material, and it's free for people to go and have a look at as well. So if you go to the ruok.org.au website and go to how to ask, that section, as I said, there's fabulous resources there. I highly recommend you go and have a look. Again, the question that we are asking ourselves, that we're thinking about, is, have you got a feeling that someone or you care about isn't maybe behaving as they normally would? Something has changed about them or about their behaviour. They might seem out of sorts, as I've already mentioned. They might seem more agitated or maybe more withdrawn. They just don't seem themselves. Sometimes we can't even put our finger on it, so to speak, or words to it, but we just have this feeling that something has changed. We need to trust that observation, trust that gut instinct, and act on it. By starting a conversation and commenting on the changes you've noticed, you could help that family member, that friend, or that workmate, colleague open up. If they say that they're not okay, then there are steps that you can follow, conversation steps, to show them that they're supported and to help them find strategies to better manage the load. And ruok.org.au provide resources in regards to this, in regards to what to say and the steps involved. They make it really, clear and easy to follow. I know that these conversations aren't easy, and they can bring up some concerns in us, absolutely. But Are You Okay? Absolutely, make the steps clear to follow. If the person is okay that you're checking in on, what's really lovely about the check-in is that they know that you are someone who cares enough to ask, that you've noticed things potentially maybe, and you've gone one step further to check in. And it's not about being nosy, prying, gossiping, wanting to know everything, the nitty-gritties. It's not that at all. It's nothing like that. We're simply just checking in and, saying, gosh, I notice you haven't seemed yourself. You don't seem yourself at the moment. I just wanted to check in and check, is everything okay? Or you might want to say something like, I've noticed that you don't seem yourself at the moment. Just wanted to let you know I'm here. And if you want to talk, well, I'm here. It's not about going in, heavy and wanting a whole story and everything like that. We're going in calmly, casually, respectfully, just saying, hey, I've noticed you haven't seemed yourself lately. Is everything okay? Just letting you know I'm here if you need someone to talk to. And as I said, the person will take notice that you have cared enough to check in. They may open up, they may not open up, but you've just opened the door to more of a conversation, which is really good. Again, I want to come back to Are You OK? And the resources that they have, remembering that they are fabulous and I recommend them highly. Are You OK? Break down the starting a conversation with someone that you're concerned about. They break that conversation down into 4 steps, which I really like, and I'm just going to briefly talk through now. Again, go to their website and have a look, because or you might want to download some resources now whilst you pause this, download, and then look at the resources as you continue to listen. It might make more sense. So the 4 steps to starting a conversation with someone you are concerned about from ruok.org.au. Number 1, ask. Take the time to ask the person if they are okay. A simple, how have you been? Or is everything okay? Can make a significant difference. Number 2, listen. When they open up, if they open up, listen without judgment. Sometimes people just need someone to hear their concerns without offering immediate solutions. It's listening to hear, not listening to respond. It's listening, just being there. Now, not everyone opens up. But if someone was to say, yeah, actually, things have been a bit tough lately, you're just there to listen without judgment, without offering immediate solutions. It's just listen. Number 3, encourage action. Encourage the person to take steps towards better wellbeing. This could involve seeking professional help, like going to their GP. This could involve, just reminding them that, hey, we've got EAP counselling services. Remember EAP? You might want to, think about booking an appointment with them. I can help you book in if you'd like help, but don't forget we have that service. It might be encouraging them to talk to a manager or a team leader, or engaging in activities with them that might help and bring some joy and relaxation, or encouraging them to participate in, some things that they enjoy, whatever that may be. Encouraging action, it's not about, you're not fixing, you're not solving, you're not the professional counsellor, psychologist, or anything like that. And that's where people get worried. Encouraging action is about, well, what's the next step? I've checked in on someone. They may have opened up and said, yeah, actually things are a bit tough. it's then about, okay, well, what next? What could be the next action that's going to help? Is it, maybe it's the GP, maybe it's an EAP appointment, maybe it's talking to their manager, maybe it's, having a coffee, lunch, whatever with them at another time, just, to continue just checking in the conversation. It's not about you fixing or coming up with a solution or anything like that. It's about, talking to them, asking them, okay, so what's next? What would be a really good next step in regards to getting some help, some support, etc. And number 4, check in. Continue to check in on them regularly. Genuine care extends beyond, that first conversation or that first check-in. Regular check-ins show ongoing support and help foster a culture of openness and empathy as well, which is what, we're all working towards, and it's what we're all wanting in our workplaces. Remembering that we're all part of a team is really important, and it's about, together we can create an environment where everyone feels valued, supported and heard. And small acts of kindness, which are, check-ins, could make a big difference in someone's life. A really big difference in someone's life. If you want any, some more information on recognizing signs and engaging in meaningful conversations, absolutely go to www.ruok.org.au/how-to-ask. As I said, and as I've said so many times in this podcast, they have wonderful resources there. You can also reach out to me and, we can chat about how I could support your workplace in regards to education and training around how to check in on someone, how to have these conversations, what to do, resources needed. Sorry about that, everyone. You can tell that today I'm recording from home, and you've just heard my gorgeous, lovely Labradoodle that is very, very cute and sweet. Doesn't look like she would be a guard dog of any type, but as soon as someone walks past the house, absolutely barks. So I just had to pause there for a moment or two until she calmed down. So sorry about that. Now I'm sort of lost as to what I was saying, but yes, so if you want any more resources or to have a conversation about how the team approach, how I can support you and your employees in regards to how to check in, have the conversation and support people, absolutely. As I said, we do provide training on this, and I love working with employees and leaders and managers in workplaces, so really happy to have a conversation if this is something that you would like some training on. Here's to looking out for each other and checking in on our mates and colleagues every day. I hope that I've given you just a nice snapshot of checking in and creating a culture of care, which is really important in our workplaces. And you now have a website that you can go to also have a look around in regards to resources, posters, and more information. And it's always good to have that. And as I said, feel free to get in touch with me. Send me an email, info@theteamapproach.com.au. I'm really happy to hear from you and support you in regards to this topic. Here's to checking in on our friends, mates, team members, colleagues, family members, etc. It's all about looking after each other and supporting each other. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to recording the next podcast very soon. Thank you. Bye. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If you would like to find out more or just get in touch, my Instagram handle is @theEAPCounsellor. Everyone deserves to be surrounded by a great team, and together we can make a difference.